You like them? Got it. Our train Joseph, good morning. I like them all and they all make sense. That's wonderful. Glad it makes sense. One thing that we are not taught in school is to have a vision for our life. What you want to be when you grow up. Not why. Notice that I'm using them. Not why. Not take a vision statement. You do not leave high school with a vision statement for your life. You don't. You have your diploma, but you do not have a vision for it. And that's the catapult for your adult life. We have a lot of people graduating. We saw a lot of graduating seniors yesterday walking around, their cap and gowns on, some taking pictures, and there's graduations today and all through next week. And what they don't have is a vision for their life. They got submissions that their parents have told them, this is what you about to do. You need to make me rich, so go do grand things. I'm tired of working. I hate my job. But they don't actually, no one sat down with them and said, this is the vision. If they know what their major is, because their parents told them what their major is. And to the point, how you going to know at 17, 18, 19 years old what you want to do with the rest of your life? That is insane. You can say, here's what I'm going to do for the next 5 to 10 years. From there, I'm going to reevaluate and I'm going to switch potentially, or I like it. And I'm like the gentleman who's been selling appliances for 60, 70 years, probably about 60 something years. That makes sense. But you need your 20s. You don't even have your frontal lobe until you're 25. How are you going to make the decision at 18, what you're going to be doing at 45? See how neurologically that doesn't make sense? But what does make sense is to program you to say, this is the thing that you have to be. Now go in this industry so that we can have you in this industry and use you up until we can't use you no more. And then we'll say, okay, get your old ass out. And now you're too old to do anything else. That system works for unaccountable people. So you get in here, you stay stuck, you go to this job, only learn what we're telling you to learn, and then go off and have fun. So you don't have time to go and develop a personal vision. You don't have time to evaluate, do I want to be putting potato chips on the truck for the next 30 years? Hell no. That isn't available for you. So if you know any graduating seniors, be it from college or high school or JUCO, and you can have access to mentoring them just for a moment, say, hey, you know what? Why don't we just say, they say, hey, give me some money. What you want? I'm going to help you write a vision statement. This is going to be more value added than any amount of money that I could ever give you. And I say that to say, when I had NOLA, there was an older warehouse manager who transferred after I left the warehouse. Her name was Annabelle, I think. And she gave me a box, a humongous box of diapers. And she said, I know. And she just handed it to me. She said, I know I didn't wrap it. It don't have a bow. But she said, you going to get up in the middle of the night and change your daughter's diaper. And you're going to reach for this box. And you're going to thank me. And I was like, everybody giving outfits and other things that we needed. And she was absolutely correct. Because that is what I needed more than anything else. I'm like, no. It made more sense. So you're going to help them by giving them a vision statement for their life, supporting them. And you're going to tell them this is going to evolve. As your life changes, keep this with you. Thank you to social media. Technology. You can put it in the cloud, save it in the email, and tell them once a quarter, just look back at that and evaluate it as you each semester when you finish school, or quarter systems if you're going online. And every time you're evaluating it so you can come back to that. Because this, while it's pure and unadulterated, before you got the rest of the unaccountable people in the world telling you can't do that shit, go back to that. That's something that's more value added than even people say give them a Roth IRA or an investment or whatever. It don't matter if you don't know who you are, how you going to make it proper investments. In what? If you don't use it and you don't love it, don't invest in it. That's my advice to anybody seeking what to do, what stock is popping. Nope. You're not going to use it and you don't love it, don't invest in it. So I digress. The point is that everyone needs a vision statement for your life. It's not taught to you, even if you're in a corporate job or something. If you work for a nonprofit, that's the nonprofit's vision, but that's not your vision. And you are the one who has to get up every day and live your life. And you need a blueprint for your life. Okay, now, as we close out, what did you learn today? And what did you learn about yourself? And Nola, this is when you said that you were going to save yours for the end. So whatever you were going to say earlier, now is the time to say that. What did you learn today? And what did you learn about